Number 2 question. Often I am at the C-level table, and the first question the CFO wants to know is what's the ROI of social media? It's a hard sell to release resources, financial resources. Talking about brand is great, but in their world, that doesn't cut it. We need their support. How do we get their resources?
Well, there's a lot of different ways you can do that, and it really depends on the industry. I gave you 2 examples that are very easy to track. I'll give you a third one.
Okay.
The Sonoma County Tourism Board in Sonoma Wine Country. Wine lovers can actually subscribe to the news feed on Twitter, and then the woman, the PR woman and marketing communications people then tweets all these deals out. What restaurant is having a great discount that night. Now she connects that tweet to a landing page that she can then code so that every time someone orders off her Twitter feed, she can now go to the CEO and say, look, it took me $50 of my time to do this, and we had $1,000 worth of orders. Now, that's an easy example.
Right.
The bigger example is, say, B2B. It's harder to do this in B2B, business to business. And the reason is because oftentimes the ROI cannot be measured because it's measured in relationships. For example, I was so lucky, I rang the bell on NASDAQ. And I have a small family business in Chicago. How did I get there? Through Twitter. One of my followers was a man by the name of Alan Schoenberg, VP of Corporate Communications for the Chicago Mercantile Exchange.
Right.
He linked me through Twitter to Sylvia Davi, who's the VP of Corporate Communications for NASDAQ. She said, oh, glad to meet you, Mark. You want us to host one of your conferences? I said, yes. She said, how would you like to ring the bell? Oh. So I went from knowing another person on Twitter to standing in front on Times Square ringing the bell. And that's what it can do. But how do you measure that? Can you imagine the publicity you get out of that? How do you measure that? You just some of it's anecdotal.
Yeah.
Some of it is knowing that this thing is, and there goes my phone. Some of this knows that it's going to pay off. And you know that.
And I think a biggest ROI here for our businesses is we are connecting all these influential dots.
Yes.
So outside of the media, the social media people in the different lines of business, it is amazing. So thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you.
Good to meet you
Appreciate
in real life.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Back to, you're not leaving town yet, are you?
No,
We're in Las Vegas, so as I said at the top, everything that happens in Las Vegas stays.
Is tweeted.
Yeah.
Good, thank you.
Bye-bye.